let's get curious about comfy blankets and poison hair. I mean, red pandas and hedgehogs. Let's find out what they do while you were sleeping. So, do you have a favorite blanket you can't sleep without? Well, if you do, you're not alone. The red panda carries its blankie with it everywhere it goes too. But you see, it kind of has to, right? Its favorite blanket is also its tail. Like most animals with tails, the red panda uses its long tail for balance while running or resting across treetops. When daylight comes and it's time to go to sleep, it curls its extra bushy tail around and snuggles its face in it to keep itself warm from the cool mountain air of its environment. So a lot to discover here. One, if you can, see if you can find an image of a red panda. Specifically, see if you can find one curled up in its tail or blankie. It really is pretty fascinating because its tail is huge and fluffy. It looks like you could fall asleep instantly. But it also says it does this to keep itself cool from the mountain air of its environment. See if you can discover just where the environment of a red panda is. What else can you discover about red pandas, their comfy tails? And I'd be curious to know, what if you had a permanent blankie that you carried around with you? Would it be a tail? Would it be a different part in your body? I don't know. But imagine what your permanently attached blanket would look like. See if you could create something like that and how it compares to a red panda maybe. Now, the other animal we have is a hedgehog. So, ever wake up after a night of tossing and turning with your hair all messy, right? Well, no amount of showering can tame a hedgehog's bedhead, but its bad hair is also its best defense. Hedgehogs use their quills, which are made of keratin, the same material as your hair and fingernails, to protect themselves from predators by curling into a spike-covered ball whenever they are threatened. So the red panda curls into a ball to keep comfy. The hedgehog curls into a nice little ball for defense with its spikes sticking out. But it's not just these sharp spikes to keep the predators away. So you see, they also do this when they fall asleep to protect them, right? So they're not curling up in a ball for warmth like the red panda, they're doing it for protection. After being pointy, as if being pointy weren't enough, hedgehogs make their quills, so those little spikes, right, poisonous. So they have poison hair on them, these poison quills. How do they get them poisonous? Well, they do it by eating toxic plants and then licking the quills, an ideal defense for animals with poor eyesight that roam around at night. So again, like the red panda, the hedgehogs sleep during the day and come out at night. But unlike the red panda, the hedgehogs, they may be tiny and you can see the spikes on them, but did you know that they were poisonous? Now, did you also know that how they got their poisonous properties, right? These hedgehogs, they don't just make it naturally, they have to eat other toxic things. And then after that, they lick their own hair or their own quills to coat them in poison. Now that's a lot of work for defense, but I think it's pretty effective, right? So you may not need me to tell you this, but just so you know, if you're walking around I guess it'd be during the day when a hedgehog's sleeping, right? If you see a hedgehog, do not eat it. Until then though, keep healthy and stay curious. Thanks.